So fitting in writing with a full-time job can be really, really intimidating. Join me on a day through my life, an honest, very normal day of my life as I work a full-time job, take care of the house, take care of the animals, and take care of myself and my body, all while still trying to fit writing into my daily life. And throughout the day, I'm going to give you some tips on things that help me get there. All right, good morning. So I just got logged into work because, I've got a bill-paying job. I did my morning routine, which always starts with making my bed. Just one of my favorite things to do in the morning right away because it's just something I can accomplish right away and just kind of sets the tone for the rest of the day, which is nice. Said good morning to the puppy. I mean, he's not a puppy, he's gonna be 5 this year, but whatever. Got some water, got my elliptical, ran for 30 minutes on that. Then I took a shower, got ready for the day, and I made some breakfast. So I do this multigrain bagel with flaxseed, goat cheese, and then scrambled egg on top. It's cheesy eggs, so I put some cheese in the eggs. I got the pan a little too hot this morning, so it's a little overcooked. Along with that, I do my protein shake. So this is Orgain pea protein powder, chocolate flavor, and then I also have sports research collagen peptides in here, and this is absolutely delicious, for me at least. I really like pea protein, just in general. So anyway, now I have to work. So cheers. My bill-paying job is work from home. Well, I'm hybrid technically, but I work from home most of the time. I work from 7 o'clock in the morning until officially 3:45, but I usually don't get out of here until about 4. And there are times throughout the day that I can take breaks, but I usually don't get to writing until after work, so that's when we're gonna probably do that. And then I try to get everything kind of squared away before I sit down and write. So anyway, I better get to work. I'll talk to you all soon. So this is where I used to live. We still have to come down here to let the dog out. Do not be alarmed. He's fake. The dog does not think so though. Anyway, there is a dog run my dad built for Apollo on the side yard. He cannot access it yet. So we're hoping to get him access soon, so we don't have to keep going downstairs where my parents live to let him outside. And no, I'm not growing out my bangs if you're curious. They're still there. They're just really long. So they go to the side on days that I'm not styling them. So here I am. The dog's outside. He'll be outside for, he already looks like he wants to come inside, but he'll be fine. He's gonna be outside for my whole break, but I'm taking a break from work to walk on my walking pad. I tend to do kind of a power walk, so I go between 2.8 and 3 miles per hour. Sometimes I'll go up beyond that, but so I get 2 15-minute breaks and a 45-minute lunch break during my 15s. I just walk on my walking pad, maybe watch a YouTube video, whatever. At 45, I actually do make lunch, obviously. Eating is important. And then I walk on my walking pad, but I do utilize some of that time to kind of work on book stuff because I power walk. Really hard to really focus on writing, but I do plan ideas. And I did come up with a scene last night that will come much later in the book. So I might outline that today on my lunch break. We'll see how I'm feeling. Anyway, I'm gonna focus on walking. I'll talk to you all soon. I just got off my walking pad. I ended up walking for a total of 10 minutes, which was not the plan. I overwalked, but that's okay. I'll get back to work eventually. But I wanted to take a second to talk about one of my tips. So the first tip that I'm going to provide to you here in this part of the video is going to be time blocking. Time blocking has saved my life in many ways. I have ADHD, real bad. If I do not time block my day, I forget how to function. I started doing it actually at work, specifically. Come on in, Bubba. Because just having a checklist wasn't working for me. So what I learned was to time block my time instead of giving myself checklists. So not only is my work schedule just filled with what I need to be doing at any given time at my job to make sure that my job is done to the fullest extent, I eventually spilled that out into my everyday life as well. So now I time block. I get up between 4:30 and 5:30 every single day. I get on my elliptical before 6 o'clock in the morning. That way I have enough time to shower, make breakfast, and get here by 7 o'clock. Obviously between 7 and 4, that's already taken up by this time. And I even time block my break. So 9 o'clock rolls around, I'm on my walking pad. Unless of course something extreme happens. I have to be a little late getting off of work to be able to do my break, but for the most part I try to stick to it. It's after work that really changes how I go about my daily life. And I'm still trying to figure out that time blocking a little bit more effectively, but time blocking is crucial. especially for a neurodivergent brain like myself. Anyway, back to work. I'll see you all at my lunch break. I am feeling really sweaty because I didn't bring my work computer down to walk on my walking pad for a little bit longer while I was working. Sorry, I guess I didn't press start. Anyway, it's time for lunch, so that angle doesn't work. And there it is. This just delectable sandwich. It is genuinely so delicious. I can't imagine eating anything else. I do keep the spoon around because these pesto and pizza sauces do fall out of the sandwich quite frequently. So I will spoon that on and to the spoon and put that right back onto the sandwich. I'm gonna eat. I just finished my walk after I ate my lunch, and oh, so nice. It is warm enough that after work, I'm probably gonna finally take him out for a walk around the neighborhood. Yeah, so on this walk, I just, like I said, I was kind of plotting out some scene ideas that I've concocted and want to find a spot for in the book that I'm working on right now, which I think will be really good character building, make the world feel really alive because I'm taking some side characters and giving them like a sub story, even though we're never in their heads. It'll be kind of fun to play with that. And that leads me to tip number 2. So obviously, like, I'm coming at this as an able-bodied person, so you know, obviously I want to be careful about how I state this, but at the end of the day, you really need to support your nervous system. For me, that is adding movement into my day because I am actually a very active person, even though a lot of people assume I'm not because I'm larger bodied. Like, you have to understand, like, I grew up playing softball, soccer, I biked literally every single day during the summer when I was a kid and a teenager. I did martial arts since the time I was 7. I'm actually a very active person. And so being able to move and get my body like loose really, really helps me kind of, you know, get my brain going. And so finding that perfect thing that kind of helps you figure out, you know, I gotta get logged back in. Let's walk and talk. But yeah, trying to find ways to get your brain going is so crucial. Like I said, for me, that's movement, that's nourishing my body in a way that really helps me. Having, like I said, time blocked time, it ties into the first tip that I have, but just figuring out a way to like get your nervous system in a good place, whatever that looks like for you. And that's what's really important, is you need to figure that out. If you want to try movement, great. If you don't want to try movement, totally understand. For me, that's what works. Back to work for the last part of my day, which is kind of funny because, like I said, I mean, I decided I wanted to do some working while I was on my walking pad. So I did, and I'm already done with like all of the things that I'm supposed to do each day. So I'm actually in a really good place as far as like movement is concerned. I'm still going to do some more walking. Like I said, it's warm enough. It's right now 43 degrees here. By the time I'm done with work, it'll be about 40, 41. So I think that's still a decent temperature, just to take a nice little short walk around the neighborhood. Obviously, I'm not going to show my neighborhood. We'll see how I'm feeling when work is done. But for right now, let's get to work and hopefully cool down because, woo, I did some serious walking. And just like that, it's break time again, so yay. And my RO system isn't here yet. So I bought myself an on-the-counter RO system because if you don't know, I prefer to drink RO water. And my water cooler here that I buy RO water for is broken. This is literally broken, which I prefer cold water. And well, right now it's empty. So right now it doesn't work at all because there is no water in it. But this one is the only one I can use. I mean, this one I can use too, but that's hot water. This one is the only one I really can use, and its flow is just really bad. So it's either pay $200 for another water cooler where I continue to buy water jugs at $6 a pop, where I return the water bottle, they recycle, they utilize it again, they clean it and use it again, basically. Give myself some light. Or get my own RO system that I can just be replenishing water as I need it. That should be coming today. And I'm gonna fill these 2-quart jugs every day, put those in the fridge overnight, and I have nice cold water in the morning. Time to walk some more before the end of my work day. Okay, so we're back from our walk. This hair is a lot right now. It was a nice one. It's only 41 degrees, so it got cold towards the end. Like, my face was starting to burn towards the end. I had a nice little snack when we got home because my microphone was dead. So I didn't want to do anything too vloggy when we got back. So now it's nearly 5 o'clock and I have not written a single word today. I have not edited a video to go up, but that's okay because I've decided that my short form, I'm not going to post every day anymore. Posting every day was an interesting challenge and it was an interesting thing to see like what would happen, right? And I learned that that burns you out. Like, I mean, I knew that because I remember back in 2010, before I had a job, I was posting every day and it was super easy because I had nothing else to do aside from look for a job. Because if you don't know, I was unemployed for most of 2010 and I was auditioning for like plays and things like that. But yeah, I was unemployed for most of 2010. I was posting every day on YouTube, long form content, and most of that is private now. You will not find those videos. You'll find a few, the ones that I still like. But I remember getting tired of posting every single day, especially towards the end when I did have a job and it was only a part-time job. I'm going to start writing. I'm starting at 23,270 words. So let's see how many words I can get in the next, hopefully, hour. Okay, so I got some writing done and I'm stopping at 24,480 words. So I wrote 1,210 words. Somehow, over the last 2 days, I stopped at like a multiple of 10, which is wild. I did not plan that either time. I just kind of get to a point of like going, okay, my creative juices are spent. I'm done. And then I put away the words or the computer. I don't know. Anyway, that's where I'm at. So now I got to do my daily TikTok video where I talk about my writing journey. The hair is just getting worse. Anyway, I did do a short form video and had some dinner, and now I'm just gonna go and enjoy an episode of School Spirits. I'm rewatching it right now because season 3 is coming out soon. I'm very excited. I love School Spirits. Let me know in the comments if you watch School Spirits because I would love people to talk to about it. Anyway, but that leads to my final tip of the day, which is work with your creative energy, not against it. You know, like I was saying a little bit earlier, I could have probably written more tonight now. I could probably sit down and write some more before going to bed. But you know what sounds even better? Sitting down and enjoying an episode of a TV show that I absolutely love and just kind of getting my brain ready to go to bed and relax, and I can start fresh tomorrow. If I wanted to write more, I would. I just don't want to. I want to sit down and watch a TV show, so that's what I'm gonna do. That is all I have for you today, so I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. Let me know your big tips for how you maintain an author career while still working a full-time job, or are a parent, or whatever takes you away from your creative endeavor. Let me know in the comments what you do, or maybe also if one of these tips resonated with you, what tip resonated with you, and what changes are you going to implement into your life to try and make things a little bit easier for yourself. That is it. I will see you all next time. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your evening, or whenever you're watching this vlog. It's evening for me, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.